All right, folks, this is going to be the final video for this strategic analysis of Successors, the board game. So it ended up being a Regent win. I'll explain exactly what happened here. So what we did was we went through our phases. We gave up one of our, well, we surrendered. You have Antigonus here. He took the walled city here in, what is that, Lydia, excuse me. All right, he took the walled city. Ptolemy down south, he did end up taking that area in Palestine, which doesn't mean anything. So then the Regents turned in one of their surprise cards and got a level 4 card here, Cassandros, which can't be played because Antipatros is on the board. So you can't use the event. But the 4 spaces, remember, you can move up to 2 movement points to any regions that you have, so that you have a PC marker in. So since he took that in the surrender phase, he had a PC marker here. So he put 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. So he literally got 2, 4, 5 points, which sent him well over the edge. So technically he was here, so he's like 3 points over. So what is the strategic analysis of this game? What did we learn? Technically, I've never seen the Regents win. So I tried something different. I wanted to see what they would do if they lose. Eumenas was a terrible bet because Krateros has more popularity. Eumenas was a terrible general then, even in real life. Well, he wasn't terrible. He did good, but overall, he was never a great general to start. So he has less popularity. Krateros had greater popularity, so that fight over here with Krateros, that really set the pace. I think Seleukos should have been down here. I think I should have kicked his butt first and got Ptolemy out of there. So that was a mistake on my part. Perdikkas. So here's what I'm thinking. Turn 1, you got to push Perdikkas in. Okay, forget Eumenas. Push Perdikkas. Get Phrygia. You got to secure Phrygia first. You can't play games with it. All right. Now remember, battles in this game are very, very punishing. But it's worth it. It's worth taking Phrygia while you still have the legitimacy points. All right, because remember, they had legitimacy points like way out here. It was like 9. I think it started with 9. All right, so in the 2-player scenario, if you're going to play green, you have to push for Phrygia. There's no excuse. Eumenas is not the guy for you. All right. In fact, I think Seleukos, I don't know. If I had Seleukos down south, I think I would have had a better shot against Ptolemy because he would have stopped that anti-elephant device. I didn't think about that. There's so much to this game. You have to think about the cards that you're playing. You got to think about the units you have. Regents. The Regents is a very difficult game for you because you are behind in everything. All right. I think the only reason the Regents won is because they saw the opportunity with Eumenas, so they sent in Krateros. I think Krateros would have been the best bet, and Krateros would still be a better bet against Perdikkas because I think that would have evened out the legitimacy points. So I'm thinking turn 1, you don't give the first turn to the Imperialists. You send Krateros in, okay, leave Antipatros, okay, because he doesn't have, because remember, you can only fight with the general that you have, the lead general. So since Antipatros doesn't have the popularity, leave him behind. Maybe leave him over here and take a region, an area or something. But move in Krateros. Have the fight with Perdikkas. All right. Let's see, where's Krateros? See, he's very short. He's very short on the legitimacy points. So 1, 2. Yeah, no, that's what I would do. Okay, so check this out. So Krateros goes in here. He's got 2+, so he's technically a 7, while the Imperialists are sitting in a 9. So if he sits in here first and starts taking the region, if he moves in, he can intercept. And remember, the rules for interception means even if he's the active player, Perdikkas, and he intercepts, he still loses legitimacy points. So by Perdikkas moving in, it's going to put them underneath in legitimacy points, and therefore the regencies can use their royal Macedonians to fight this fight, and then the Imperialists can't use their royals. Macedonians. So let's recap really quickly one more time, just so that I'm not just rambling on for you guys. Number 1 rule, do not let the Imperialists go first. Number 2, you got to push in Krateros. Krateros alone, maybe with all the units you have. All right, start seizing where you can. If Imperialists move in, you have to intercept. You don't have a choice. You have to take away those legitimacy points. All right, Eumenas is useless, so I would just push Eumenas in as for extra reinforcements and units. You know, I would just eat the cost of the attrition for going over 8 units in a space just to have that extra manpower to fight. Ptolemy, fighting Ptolemy with Python and the elephants, it's wishy-washy because again you have anti-elephant device cards. But if you're going to fight Ptolemy, you want to own the area. You want to get those extra troops. So that's it. Now for the regions, I just again move in first. Just be prepared to fend off anybody coming down this way. And don't forget, if you're the Regents, you also have the sea. You have 4. You have a 4 strength navy. So if these guys use any navy movement, stay quiet until they do it and then hit them. You got to hit them, sink them right where they are. Okay? And naval movement, I think if they're moving naval movement, they go back to the port they came from, but they lose. They do an attrition roll. So do that at every opportunity. If you're the Imperialist, you don't want to use the sea at all. You don't want to cross anywhere. That's just a bad bet no matter where you go. So be careful with that. I hope that helps you guys. I hope that was a better explanation of this 2-player scenario. It is tough. It is tough. And like I said, I'm experimenting here. So the only reason the Regents won is because of Eumenas. That was a dumb move. It was too late for Perdikkas. And that's that. All right, guys. Thanks.